Go on.
Yeah, whatever.
Second date update.
That guy's a cheater. I'm just manifesting.
Ooh, it's Confession Wednesday.
Tell us your secrets.
It's the Jon and Chantel radio podcast.
It's a podcast?
It's a podcast.
Oh.
Jon and Chantel's radio podcast.
It is Tuesday. Good morning, Jon and Chantel. We are locked. We are loaded. We are ready to go just for you. Waking up to a couple text messages from our podcast.
Ooh.
Back in the old radio day, before text, email. It was called the mailbag. Do you remember that? Like, it's time for the mailbag.
No.
All right. Well, we're not gonna do that anyway. So.
Okay.
Never you mind. This text, or it was an email, I think, said, I'm catching up on your podcast, and you're talking about Vanna White's job. Okay, so this was last week's show. We were talking about how Pat Sajak is retiring, and we were talking about Vanna White, and was she going to take over as host?
Is she leaving? Is she staying?
And I said she has the best job in showbiz.
Yes.
You just got to walk over and put your hand next to the already lit up square.
Right. That's
all you do. It's fantastic.
Except for when they get a lot of letters. She's got to move quick.
It's good cardio. Good, gets her steps in that way. The text continues. I would disagree. Price is Right models have an easier job than her. No. I can see why you would think that. But there are many different games within Price is Right.
The Showcase Showdown alone.
And they push those things on and off the stage, I believe. Yes. Right? They're moving things around.
They're moving stuff.
Yes, they stand.
Wheel of Fortune, she's just standing there.
She does the steps, but that's it. She goes back to her spot each time. Those Price is Right, they got to know. Showcase Showdown, where do I stand? The Mountain Climber. You know
Plinko.
Plinko, where do you go? There's a lot more moving parts.
Yes.
I knew a Price is Right model. They did not get paid well. It was not a...
Really?
No, it wasn't something where you're making a lot of cash. But the exposure really got her nowhere. So...
it didn't really work out.
Did not work out. All right, let's do a quote. We'll kick off the show for this morning. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot.
Oh. I thought you were going to say, bad news is time flies. The good news is time flies.
No, that's sad.
I know.
Speaking of pilots, I ended up running into a guy who was a retired pilot. That poor man.
You asked him so many questions, didn't you? You harassed him.
He walked away from me at one point because I couldn't. Chantel, I knew what I was doing.
Oh, no.
And I couldn't help myself.
No.
I wanted to. He had flown in the Air Force. He had flown for like 30 years with Delta. He did international flights. He was a flight trainer. Like, he had so much knowledge to give to me.
Did he?
He had no desire to. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, no. Let's do it. Let's talk what's trending. This story is mind-blowing. A massive search and rescue operation is underway in the mid-Atlantic after a tourist submarine went missing during a dive to the Titanic wreck on Sunday.
So many things about this story, including I had no clue that there was a submarine tour of the Titanic.
Okay, so, let's just get started there. It's called, the tour is called Ocean Gate. It can have 5 people on board, okay?
Okay.
The pilot, 3 tourists, and content gatherer, or whatever they're calling it.
Okay.
A ticket costs $250,000.
I'm sorry, how much?
$250,000, so the 3 tourists, okay?
Dang.
For an 8-day trip, including a dive to the wreck at the depths of 3,800 meters.
If I was a billionaire,
and this thing has gone missing. So there's a billionaire. His name is Hamish Harding. He's 58 years old. He's a British billionaire, businessman, and explorer. He's among those of the missing on the submarine.
Okay.
This seems crazy. So they're saying, this submarine can last for 96 hours. Oh, it can be fully submerged for 70 to 96 hours. That's how much time they anticipate was available. It's already been 2 days.
So they're running out of time.
48 hours.
Okay. Do we hear anything? Is there any type of radio communication?
There's no communication. They're doing everything that they can. They've sent out, what are they saying? 2 aircrafts, a submarine, sonar buoys to search for the vessel.
Definitely doing our
part. But it's in a remote location, which is making operations more difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm looking at this thing. It looks like they're in a pill with a bunch of cameras around it. So you're telling me that they went down in the ocean to look at TV screens?
Yeah.
Do they also get to get out and swim around, or is it too...
No, it's too deep. You can't do anything like that. You know what? Do you remember the movie? Okay, Titanic.
Yes.
You know, the Explorer?
Uh-huh.
That's what they're in. It's just one of those.
Right.
I just Googled it.
Oh, my gosh, that's crazy. I mean, there's like a map where they can assume they're at, but like they have no communication, so they don't even know if this thing has gone down. It could just have lost communication, right?
Well, at some point, though, wouldn't they pop up? Hold on, there's no GPS or radio on board. They get text messages from the ship telling them where to go, and the vessel is driven using an off-brand Xbox controller.
What?
I just feel like for $250,000, I want more than that.
I don't know. This is just super sad. It's sad. It's a bunch of tourists.
Yeah.
And explorers that have gone missing now.
Trip of a lifetime.
We are down to hours to finding them before they run out of their oxygen supply. So we're going to be following this story. Residents who are planning on leaving their camper or RV for a few days to reserve a good camping spot near the shoreline of Flaming Gorge should be aware that the water levels at the reservoir are currently up over 8 feet from last year. And a lot of these campers that have been set out there, because you can leave a camper for up to 14 days. Mm-hmm. You can camp for 14 days. So if you're only going to camp for 3 days, you could leave your camper there for 11.
So you can like drop it off,
save your
come
spot.
home and go back to it?
Right. Well, we've got water getting close to these campers. We've got campers that are about to be flooded from people leaving their RVs at Flaming Gorge.
How crazy would that be?
I know. I'm looking at these pictures, and it's like there's some that I'm like, guys.
Come back up.
Guys. Like, how do we get a hold of this camper owner?
And we know a lot of people from Salt Lake and Utah who drive up to Flaming Gorge and do this exact thing.
I know. I mean, it's common.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, if you were planning on leaving a camper at Flaming Gorge, you park it far enough away from the shoreline. Or if you do have a camper there, somehow go do a wellness check.
Go check it. I had a buddy go to Strawberry and say that last weekend it was packed. Couldn't even find a spot. Like, camping is... Because we haven't been able to camp.
Right.
So now everyone's going.
I know. It is. I was thinking about that as I was getting in my car this morning. I realized, wow, we are 2 weeks away from the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And it's freezing outside.
Let's get to today's hot topic. Today's hot topic.
Oh, my gosh. We have been fighting. We have been fighting about this for years. It's one of those things that we just... I feel like we agree on most things. We really do. We come to an agreement on most things, or we can see eye to eye. This, we cannot.
And tomorrow is the first day of summer. The weather's about to change. It's about to turn into weather that's hot.
It better be, because I'm still pale.
Perfect
cookout
like weather.
Tan right now.
And a lot of people will be doing their hot dogs.
Yep.
And they're going to ruin their hot dogs.
Yes.
Because they're going to throw them on the grill.
What?
And they're going to burn and char the outside, turn it into almost a charcoal-flavored piece of meat.
No. John?
No.
Nobody wants a hot dog, a piece of meat, dumped in boiling water and sat there to heat it up.
You're wrong.
Nobody wants a boiled hot dog.
I'll tell you why a boiled hot dog's better.
Why?
Hot dogs are full of sodium, right?
Sure.
And when you cook it, it actually sears in the sodium and it makes them too salty. But when you boil it, the salt disappears. It dissipates throughout the water.
You're
and
making this up through osmosis?
Yes. And it leaves just the flavor inside the boiled dog.
No, I want the char on the outside. I want
the char is terrible.
The crisp.
The char is the worst.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh.
You know what's the best? You know what's even better than a grilled hot dog? A hot dog over a campfire.
No. Same thing.
Yes.
No, because you burn them.
So good.
I mean, you walk by a barbecue and you see a charcoal briquette. Do you ever just pick it up and lick it? Because that's what you're doing when you eat your...
A briquette has no meat in it. It's not food.
It's the same flavor.
No. Okay, let's go back to the grill. Let's just keep this simple.
Hold on.
Grill, boiled. That is the debate we've been having for the last 10 years almost.
Go to Instagram. We're going to post it up there at Mix1051 Utah. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
What place, / grocery store warehouse has what is considered the greatest hot dog?
I know what you're trying to sneak me into here, and I'm not going to fall for it.
What is it?
Because I know you're trying to get me to say Costco.
Costco.
But Costco doesn't have the best hot dog in Utah. The best hot dog in Utah is J-Dogs,
No.
and they grill them.
No, I know. That's why I don't like J-Dogs.
All right, you know what?
Instagram.
Boiled Costco hot dog,
Mm-hmm.
grilled J-Dogs hot dog.
That's not the question today.
That
It's
really
boiled
is.
or grilled?
Boiled or grilled.
Boiled
and those
or
are your
grilled.
two places to get them here in Utah.
Go to Instagram at Mix1051 Utah. Vote early, vote often,
Yeah.
vote for boiled.
You know, we can agree. Microwaved is it's just terrible. Right? All right. You know what? I'm done with you.
I would
I'm done with you. You would take a microwave hot dog over a grilled hot dog?
100%. Not even comparison. Go to Instagram at Mix1051 Utah. We want to get your vote. Our Instagram handle's at Mix1051 Utah if you don't follow us. Chantel and I argue about this all the time.
Constantly.
Boiled or grilled hot dog. And I'll tell you right now, the problem is, y'all a bunch of sheep.
What?
Y'all a bunch of sheep.
Y'all a bunch of sheep. Are you trying to talk like me?
Yes, exactly.
You're such a dork.
Everyone goes like, oh no, I was told growing up that I have to grill my hot dog, so obviously that's what I have to like. When you know, logically, a boiled hot dog tastes better than grilled.
No, it doesn't.
This text says both, boil then grill. The grilling ruins it, makes it charcoaly, makes it crunchy. I don't want a crunchy hot dog. Where are we at on the Instagram poll?
84%, John. This is the largest split in a hot topic we have ever had. 84% say grilled.
You know what I have to say about that?
That you have 16%.
One of them's my vote.
Okay, that's just embarrassing for you. I haven't even voted yet.
Where are my boiled fans at? Get over there to Instagram.
You have none. There's a lot of skills that we gained over time in the 90s and early 2000s that are just completely obsolete now.
Okay, like what?
Like, okay, so this one, it'll never go away completely, but it is something that we used to do, is developing and processing film, like in a dark room.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they had dark rooms at schools. They might still have them at schools, but it's not as, like, common. Like, you used to even just drop off film or know, like, how to store a disposable camera.
Do you remember when you'd have the disposable cameras and you put them in the envelope and you drop them off at Walgreens or whatever it was?
And then you have to go back and pick them up?
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily a skill, the photo one, unless you're actually developing the film yourself.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to learn that. I was a film major.
Right.
And I was a class to do, but...
You never did it.
I never did it, yeah. And good thing I didn't.
All right. How about the skill of pulling a map out of the glove box, unfolding it,
Yes.
using the map, and then refolding it correctly?
I would never fold it correctly. What I would do is fold it my way.
Uh-huh.
Just adding to the creases. And I would always fold
Don't add
it.
more creases.
It would always be different each time, too. So, like,
And if you fold it different each time, eventually it rips.
oh, there were rips, and after a while, I would just, like, almost ball it up.
And just toss it in the
Yeah.
backseat. The Dewey Decimal System at the library.
Oh, I know it, too. I can crush it.
Oh my gosh.
They would, like, quiz us on the Dewey Decimal
I know.
System. Like, it was a whole thing.
If you didn't know the Dewey Decimal System, how were you going to learn how to read
Honestly.
at the library?
You have to go pull out the cards and like the whole... It made no sense.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Writing in cursive.
Someone asked me the other day if they
Do
still
kids
teach
still
my kids.
teach how to write in cursive?
I think they were taught it, but they don't use it often.
Okay, so writing in cursive is one thing. Reading cursive?
Oh, it's difficult.
Like, why did we ever, like,
It's fancy writing.
right, but it's like, why would we ever go back to writing in cursive? We can barely read people's print.
They said that cursive was quicker to, like, write. I don't think it
No,
was.
I never had an easy time writing in cursive.
And if you go a generation before us, they were teaching shorthand, which was a whole different style of writing.
I think
Yeah. I never. It was.
I don't
before
think I know
me.
shorthand.
Yeah.
Setting up a VCR to record a TV show in advance.
Yes.
It was such a skill.
Yeah.
You had to set the timer on the TV to start the recording. You got to make sure that the tape's in there all the way backwards. And then when you're out to dinner, you just hope and pray that it started.
Because the power would go out. Your VCR would lose its time. It'd be flashing just 12. And then all of a sudden, you know what? There goes your chance to record it.
Yeah, you're not going to get to watch the new episode of Friends.
No.
Oh, my gosh. And then the ability to make and count change for a purchase. So, like, standing at the cashiers and totaling, like, I need $9.91.
Yeah, no. Nowadays, you let the system tell you, or it just gives it to you, the change.
The best is, like, the machines, the self-checkouts.
Yeah.
You put the cash in like it's an arcade machine, and the amount just keeps going down until you've
Isn't
got
it
the right
funny?
amount.
It's like this weird novelty thing. We're
I
like,
know.
oh, this is so much fun.
This is so much fun to pay with cash.
Right.
Stood up, blocked again? Let Jon and Chantel help with their 7:30 second date update.
Gonna help out Justin this morning. What up, Justin?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So tell us what's happening with Michelle.
Well, she's been a little hard to track down lately.
Okay. Well, we can try to bird dog her ourselves. So kind of tell us about her. Tell us about how you met. Let's get some details.
Well, she's super cute. She's adorable. We met on an app. Shocking, I know. But instead of I went right in and asked her out right away. Instead of, 2-week texting and stuff, I just went for broke. And it turned out she was free for dinner a couple nights later.
So you just asked her out in the first message.
That's right. I went in hard and fast.
Wow.
All right, cool. And what was the first date?
I said an early dinner.
Okay.
It went well. It was, we had a good vibe to it. She's a great sense of humor. She's a lot of fun. We started, for some reason, we got on bonding over stories about really dumb, funny, embarrassing things that have happened to us lately.
What was your story that you feel like bonded the two of you?
I am not sharing that one on radio.
Okay, all right. So dinner was good. How did dinner end?
Well, like I said, we went for an early dinner because she said she had to get up early next day. So, I walk her out to her car, and it turns out we're parked right next to each other. And I've got an Audi that's got like a back seat the size of a garage. So she, noticed my car. She's like, "That's your car?" I'm like, "Yeah, my apartment's the size of your back seat." So I said, "Hey, why don't we just hang out in my back seat for a while before you say goodnight?"
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Oh my gosh, you're bold. How'd she respond?
Well, she said that's the kind of thing she waits for the second or third date. So I kind of took it as a good sign.
I think so, because she mentioned second date or third date, so she's
Yeah, but also that could just be like haha.
yeah, but not everyone's going to hop in the back seat of a car.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
most
was
people
joking.
would
I
not.
wasn't saying it like, "Hey, come on, baby, let's get in the back seat." It was
Yeah, it was all part
it was
of
a
the
little more
energy
lighthearted
of-
than that.
Right. Yeah, okay. Well, what's happened though since that date and kind of how you ended it there?
Nothing.
Okay.
Have zero contact.
Nothing.
I, try to get in touch with her and crickets.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe Chantel's right. Maybe she wasn't into it.
That sounds like me. I'd be like, oh yeah, okay.
Well, Justin, let's do this, and we'll play a song. Let's get Michelle's phone number. We'll just call her up, and we'll try to get some answers for you. Okay? Jon and Chantel doing your second date update, helping out Justin. Justin and Michelle met online. Literally, first time they said hi, he's like, "Let's do dinner."
Right.
And they did. Seemed like it was a good time. Shared a bunch of fun stories. At the end, nothing more than like, "Hey, I'll see you again," kind of a thing. And,
Right.
And now the question is, will they ever see each other again? So, Justin, we're going to call up Michelle. Just listen in and let's see what happens, okay?
All right.
Hello?
Hey, is this Michelle?
Yeah, who is this?
Hey, Michelle, my name is Jon. Chantel's here as well. The two of us, we do a morning radio show and a podcast. And on our show, we do something called the Second Date Update. In fact, if that's okay, you're on the radio right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the call that I was expecting, or the answer. But yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Would love to tell you.
Okay, great. So, our show does the Second Date Update, and we really just try to find out information about a date someone's been on. In fact, you went out on this date with Justin. You remember Justin, I'm sure.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, what makes the memory so unfortunate?
Well, Justin really loves to brag about how he's just being totally honest, but it's really just an excuse for how rude he is. It's really off-putting.
Can you give us an example?
I mean, yeah, just all night long. First, it started with him telling me that my hair would look way better if it was long. And I have really short hair. So, I just kind of laughed it off and, was like, okay, thanks. But then he also said that I'd have a better figure. My body would look better if I swam instead of running.
Oh, dang.
Oh, that's kind of rude.
I mean, it just really kind of put me down, but I still, again, was like, okay, let me try to just understand this guy. I'm just going to be, present and try to joke back. But then, he called the owner of the restaurant over to our table. And he wanted to make sure that he let him know that the place would be a lot nicer if they changed the lighting and the music. I mean, I just was mortified at this whole situation.
God,
that is
bold.
Bold, yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yes, exactly. Had he maybe stopped at the hair comment, I would have maybe given him a pass. Maybe he just likes long hair, whatever. But he just kept going on.
No, I told you to begin with that I'm brutally
everything.
honest, and you said that was refreshing.
Well, Michelle, that's Justin. He listens in. It's kind of part of what we do here with the second date update.
What?
I mean, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. I mean, it's just constructive feedback. I mean, it's rare that anybody even does it or listens to it these days.
How is insulting me and my body and my hair and everything I do constructive feedback?
Well, I wasn't saying that you had I said you had a great body. You have a fantastic body. I just said it would be better if you swam instead of ran. It's hard on your body. Like runners that run for a really long time, they get those lines under their eyes. I mean, I've seen it. You can see it everywhere.
What?
And it doesn't happen if you swim instead.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you're just a complete. I cannot even believe that you're saying this to me.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's not offensive. It's just true.
Wow.
If you don't understand that is rude, then I can't help you, okay? Just lose my number. This is a waste of time.
Yeah.
You're completely rude.
She hung up.
Oh, my gosh.
We talked about this before. People who hide under I'm just being honest.
I'm just being honest. It's like, no, you cannot call being rude honest and get away with it.
Right, exactly. Justin, I think you got to work on that before your next date.
Okay, fine. I will take that as constructive feedback. Noted.
Yesterday, during What's Trending, Chantel, you did the story about Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker.
Oh, yeah, their pregnancy announcement.
Yeah, exactly. She announced the news at Blink-182 show Friday evening by holding up a Travis I'm Pregnant poster, just like they did in the All the Small Things video. In fact, this was the audio of the concert and when Travis saw the sign. And it was cool. And look, it's come out that she already has a really pretty good sized bump.
Prominent bump.
Sure, he probably knew about it already, but it got me thinking, how did you tell your partner that you were pregnant?
Oh.
844-649-1051. Some people just tell their partner. Other people do something fun and special to it. I'll tell you personally what happened. Jen had a feeling that she was. She took a test the morning she woke up, and she immediately called me. Couldn't even wait for me to get home. I was 2 minutes from starting our show. When I she actually texted me. She texted me. She didn't even call me. So I look down at my phone and says, we're having a baby. And then I got to do this show without really bringing it up. You can't talk about it.
Yeah, right. Not for a few weeks.
So, the whole time, in my back of my head's, swirling over the fact that my life is about to change in such a big way.
Such a way.
Yeah. Killed me.
Yeah, when I found out I was pregnant, we had gotten, a bunch of packages that day. So I opened one of the packages and I put it, on top.
Did you do the test inside?
The test on top of the package. So then when my husband at the time opened the box, he was like, what is this? Somebody shipped us their pregnancy test?
Right, exactly.
I thought it was so funny. And then with Coulter, I took a test And then I walked out of the bathroom and I was like, we're pregnant. And then it was like, that was it. There wasn't anything exciting.
I swear for Ella, Jen also just texted me. We did not have a magical moment when it came.
Yeah, I felt like slightly creative.
The box one?
With Boone, but also, yeah, I didn't have time. I wasn't planning to be pregnant.
Right.
So I hadn't like planned a reveal.
How did you tell your partner that you were pregnant? What was it? A fun thing? Was it a flop? Was it not received well?
And
asking you, how did you tell your partner that you were pregnant? Came off the Kourtney Kardashian story from yesterday. This text says, I made my ex look at the stick because I was too nervous.
Oh, cute. They did it together.
You look. That's kind of similar to your first one with Boone. I wrapped the pregnancy test up in a small gift box and had him open it when he came home. Kind of fun.
That is cute.
I bought a book about being a parent and had it waiting for him when he came home. I like that.
That's cute.
When my partner got home from work, I told him that he needed to take a look at the oven. There's something wrong with it. I had placed a bun on the middle shelf for him to see it. But it took a little while for the penny to drop. He was too distracted looking for the oven problem. I don't know. It seems to be working for me. What? Can you recreate the issue? It's like, no, just look.
No, look in the
Just
oven.
look in the middle. I'll be honest. I'm not smart enough.
No, I know.
Or aware enough. Or clever enough.
That's why Jen knew just to text you.
Just text it to me.
Yeah.
If she put a piece of bread, I'd be like, what are you baking?
What are
she'd
you
be like,
baking?
There's a bun in the oven. I'd be like, okay, why are you baking a bun? Are we going to someone's house? And she's like, no, listen to me. There's a bun in our oven. I'll be like, I understand.
I see it.
Who are we baking it for?
It's so true, though. Like, you're not even making this up.
That's just, I know. Sad.
What is wrong with you?
How did you tell your partner that you were pregnant? Call or text us. This says, we tried for 7 months for my first. When I found out, I had prepared a onesie that says, I love daddy, all wrapped up.
Aww.
As soon as I went to hand it to him, he yelled out, you're pregnant!
Aww.
That's a good story.
That's a good husband.
Yeah. I told my wife she was pregnant. She didn't wait. Okay, hold on. This is good.
What?
She didn't wait long enough for the stick to fully develop. I had to tell her from the other room, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but this thing is saying that you're pregnant.
Oh.
So she did it and went, oh, we're fine. And then he walked in a few minutes later and went, I'm pretty sure this is the second line.
Oh,
You just didn't give it you didn't give enough time.
Give it enough.
Yeah.
A good shake.
Right. I had our son wear a Big Brother shirt when my husband came home from work. My husband didn't even notice. I finally told our son to show dad your new shirt. That's when my husband finally saw it.
Oh
Again.
my gosh. Again,
That's me.
it's so frustrating when it's like when you have to explain a joke.
Dad, look at my shirt. Cool shirt, bro. No, Dad, read my shirt. Yeah, that's great. You're a big brother. Congratulations. High five. Wouldn't even, it doesn't click
I know.
right for certain people.
And it's like, why would you give our son that shirt?
Yeah, he's not a big brother, silly.
I know, right. Let's do it. Let's talk what's trending. Well, as we mentioned earlier, a massive search and rescue operation is underway in the mid-Atlantic after a tourist submarine went missing during a dive to the Titanic's wreck in the ocean. So it went missing Sunday. They say that this submarine type vehicle thing can be basically submerged for they're thinking between 70 and 96 hours. We're about 48 hours so far.
Yeah.
And it's gone missing. On board, there are 5 people. There is the pilot. There is 3 tourists. And then there's a content creator type person. The tickets to go on this thing are $250,000. It's supposed to be an 8-day trip.
So I've been doing a lot of reading on this morning.
Yeah, have you
I became
found
pretty
it? Is there any
obsessed about it.
updates?
No, not really. You know, I'll play for you the news conference first. So here's what happened earlier yesterday.
We are doing everything that we can do to make sure that we can locate and rescue those on board. It is a challenge to conduct a search in that remote area, but we are deploying all available assets to make sure that we can locate the craft and rescue the people on board.
So let me walk you through kind of what goes on here. The Titanic rests about 13,000 feet underwater, okay? The Titan, which is the name of this submersible that's gone missing.
No, 3,000 feet.
13,000 feet.
Oh, sorry. Yes, 3,000 meters.
The Titan is capable of descending about that far. So, I mean, it's made to go down like that far in.
Right.
It takes about 2 hours to go from the surface down to the Titanic. That's what they've learned over doing this. This company's been doing this for 2 years. About an hour and 45 minutes into the 2 hours.
So they're about 15 minutes away from the Titanic.
They lose complete communication with this submersible. Now, here's the weird thing about this whole operation. For $250,000, it is janky.
Yeah.
I mean, they really, the only way they can communicate with the ship is by text messaging. Like, there's no radio communication that's going on.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
We have radio communication with space.
I know. I don't understand.
They haven't left the atmosphere.
Plus, the way they actually drive this thing is on this off-brand Xbox controller. Everyone on Twitter is going after this controller because they didn't even use like a real Xbox brand. And so there's no GPS. It really is kind of like, it sounds silly that this was the best that they could do.
Especially
for the amount of money that was being paid. They're saying one of four things happened. Loss of power, a short circuit causing a fire inside.
Oh, no.
Any kind of flooding. Or you could get stuck in the debris of the Titanic and not be able to come back up. So they're wondering if one of those four things happened. They're still searching at this time for the submersible. But yeah, like I said, I've been obsessed about it this morning.
So insane. Another story.
Yeah, please.
Amanda Bynes is back, but on another psychiatric hold after being detained by the police and receiving medical evaluation. A law enforcement source said Amanda was the one who called LAPD Saturday morning to report a woman in distress, but it turns out it was herself. And there's no word how long they're going to keep her, but by law it has to be 72 hours, which is 3 days. But just 2 months ago, she was released from a mental health facility. Poor Amanda Bynes. Like,
I know.
It's just so sad because, like, she was one of those celebrities. Like, as a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
She's so cool. You know, she was like a Hillary Duff.
We watch all of her movies with the kids. Like,
like she's all, She's the man.
She's the man.
Just all of it. And it's sad to see that she's had these mental health struggles.
And I thought she was kind of on the
mend.
Yeah.
I know.
No, that's mental health for you.
I know. And then John Goodman has lost 200 pounds.
Dang.
Through diet and exercise. He says, I'm getting into an age where I can't just afford to sit still anymore and I want to live life better. I think that's great.
John Goodman has the best career.
He really does. And you're also never too old or never too far away from your goal to get back to your goal.
Absolutely.
I think it's awesome. That's what's trending.
Suspicion. You look for evidence. Are you paranoid or on the right track? Catching the cheaters with Chantel's Roses.
If you feel like somebody's cheating on you, I want to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to call them up, offer a dozen free roses they can send to anyone special in their life. The goal would be they send these roses to a significant other, but sometimes they don't, and we catch a cheater.
Lehigh is where we're going to today with Chad. Good morning, Chad.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, of course. So tell us, what's going on? What made you decide to reach out to us in the first place, and how can we help you today?
Mia and I have been together, I would say, for about 6 years.
Okay.
We're not married, but we live together, and we're actively trying to start a family.
Okay.
And nothing yet, but we've been trying. And I guess the problem is it was about 2 months ago. She joined a pickleball league. I had never even heard of this. I thought it was like volleyball or joining a bowling league.
Chad, you are missing out.
Yeah.
Pickleball has become like
it's like all the rage.
Yeah.
I'll have to take your word for it.
All right, but she was into it, obviously.
She was,
Okay.
but initially it was only supposed to be Thursday night, and now it's Sunday afternoons, Thursday nights, and usually some other night that changes each week.
Oh.
And she says it's practice, and it's becoming so time intensive that anytime I try to bring up that it might be an issue, she just brushes me off. So
I wonder if she is cheating, but not in the way you're thinking. She's maybe cheating on your relationship with pickleball.
Yeah, like she's like, I am more obsessed with pickleball than I am with you, which does not sound great.
No.
It doesn't feel good either.
That does happen in relationships where someone gets so into it. It could be fitness. It could be
Yeah, it's like,
work.
wow, I just truly enjoyed this other activity more than spending time with you. And it is the meanest thing someone can say, and it really hurts.
Yeah. So I'm sorry for hurting if that's what...
If that's what this is.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Chad. I'm just trying to think of other things because you're saying all this, but it doesn't sound like there's no like hint towards like an actual another man, right? There's not a guy who's calling. She's not secretly sending text messages. It's really this fascination with pickleball.
I don't know how many people are on a pickleball team, which is a ridiculous thing to say out loud.
It's hard because you just don't understand the craze of
the
pickleball.
culture. Yeah, that is. Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Culture of pickleball.
The culture of it's a thing.
like
Chad, it's a thing.
It's like when everyone started doing CrossFit.
Right.
Everyone was obsessed with CrossFit or whatever the fitness thing is. Right now it's pickleball or spike ball or all of those things.
Pickleball is now the new CrossFit. Okay, that's
or
the
like
first
it's
I've
the
heard of
new
that.
spike
All right.
ball or the new whatever.
Okay, well let's do this. Let's just get Mia's number. Let's call her up. We'll get her number off air. We'll play a song, and then we'll just ask her who she thinks is sending her flowers. Is it Chad? Is it someone else? Is it her pickleball team because she has a mean backhand?
Right.
I don't know. So Chad, we'll play a song and we'll call up Mia next. Okay?
I would greatly appreciate it.
Peters with Chantel's Roses. So Chad and Mia, they're not married, but they've been together for 6 years. They're trying to start a family right now. They live together. And Mia, 2 months ago, joined a pickleball league. Chad's new to the whole pickleball
fetish
craze. Yeah. And it was supposed to be just a Thursday night thing. Now it's like Sunday afternoons plus Thursday nights. Some other night that's always like switching around. And he's beginning to wonder, what is Mia actually doing? So Chad, we're going to call it Mia. We're going to say someone has sent her flowers, and we're going to just see if she can guess who sent them. Is it you, or is there someone else on her mind? Okay?
I appreciate it.
Hey, Chad, the only thing we need from you is permission to have Mia on the radio.
Yes, yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Cool. Awesome.
Hello.
Hi, is this Mia?
Yes, it is.
Hi, it's Chantel from J&C Flowers. How are you doing today?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. So, something exciting. We actually are delivering some flowers to you today. And I'm really sorry for ruining the surprise, but before I can get my guy out to deliver these flowers, it was supposed to come with a card, but it looks like the card was misplaced. And I was wondering if by chance you knew who was possibly sending you flowers today, so I could match that name with the order and then reprint you the card.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's probably my boyfriend. His name is Chad.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
That was great. Awesome. Perfect. Okay.
No hesitation.
None at all. Hi, Mia. My name is Jon. Chantel's here as well. The two of us, we actually do a morning radio show here in Salt Lake on Mix 105.1. In fact, you're on the radio, but not only is it just the three of us, but Chad, your boyfriend, is also on. Chad, do you want to tell Mia why we were calling and why we were talking about roses?
I was worried that you might be cheating on our relationship.
Yeah.
I am cheating.
What?
Yeah, Chad. I started seeing Matt. It's nothing serious.
Wait, what do you mean? It's nothing serious.
No, it's just something that happens.
How do you expect me to act with this information?
Well, I guess that's up to you. I told you it's nothing serious. We're just having some fun. It's not a big deal.
But we're serious. Do you understand?
Yeah, but that doesn't have to change unless you want it to.
Are you going to stop seeing him?
Not yet. I mean, I will when I'm ready to. Like, you can't be that surprised. We're not the most exciting couple, Ted.
I don't know what to say. I want to be done with this. I'm done. I'm sorry.
We'll let you guys talk off.
I
I get it, Chad. We'll let you guys talk off air.
Oh my gosh, what like a cold-hearted person.
How do you not care even
At
if
all.
you're over like 6 years and just to be like,
And also that the fact that they're trying to have kids,
And
at
be
least
like-
he thinks that they are.
yeah, but for her,
And then she's like, "Oh, I'm not done yet. Like I'll finish with this side piece when I'm done and I'll come back to you."
and be like, it's up to you to decide if we're going to stay together or not.
Oh, like the brain of a cheater. I will never understand.
It's Jon and Chantel, and yes, we got tickets right now to the 1975. And since I thought, the year is in their name,
Wait, is that the band with Matt Healy?
that is the band with Matt Healy, yeah.
The one Taylor Swift just broke up with?
That's exactly right. They're doing a world tour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That relationship had nothing to do with marketing.
That's how I'm beginning to feel, too.
I'd never heard of the band before. Not that I've heard of every band, but I'm just saying.
Our promotion team's obsessed with the 1975.
Of course they are.
Coming to the Delta Center November 26th. They're still at their very best tour. Since the year is, their name, we're going to play Name the Year. I grabbed a clip from a song that came out this specific year, a movie that came out this specific year, and a TV show that came out this specific year. Name the year. It's got to be by the phone. You can't text us. Text is too confusing. And you can win these tickets. Here is your montage.
In the hands of a mastermind of terror.
I want to play a game with Lieutenant McLean.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
Dr. Green.
What is it?
Patient for you, Dr. Green.
Can't the intern take it?
It's Dr. Ross.
There you go. Do you want to guess?
I have not.
Do you have any clue on any of the clips or anything that just happened?
I have a feeling on a few of them, but I have no idea the year, so I'm going to go 87.
87 is what you're going to say.
That's my guess.
I'll go ahead and tell you.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No. Name the year. All right, can you name the year that these clips were from?
In the hands of a mastermind of terror.
I want to play a game with Lieutenant McLean.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
Dr. Green.
What is it?
Patient for you, Dr. Green.
Can't the intern take it?
It's Dr. Ross.
I'm going to guess 1995.
1995 is exactly correct. Oh my
God!
Yes! Jon, Chantel, thank you.
I was like 8 years off.
The song Gangsta Paradise, Coolio. The movie Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson's one together. Do you know the TV show, Gary?
No.
That was ER.
I got it by Gangster Paradise.
Yeah, the song.
The TV show is the only one I knew.
Is that the one you knew?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have like a sexy name for a Tuesday. I was just trying to come up with one. I'll tell you what popped in my head. Nah, I don't
No, what is it? Because I wonder if it's the same one that just popped in my head.
A tonsil hockey Tuesday.
Oh, and I was going to call it a Tickle Tuesday.
I thought Tickle too, and I went, I'm not going there at all.
Tickle Tuesday.
Tickle Tuesday. Emily sent me this.
Okay.
Thanks, Emily, for throwing me a DM there on Instagram. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Call me a dentist because you're too sweet. All right, Emily. Hot topic.
I'm dying. This is the best because Jon and I have debated boiled or grilled hot dogs for the last almost 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And you came on strong this morning with your opinions, and you
fiery.
shut me down
I did.
on why grilled hot dogs are better. And you love boiled hot dogs.
Oh, boiled hot dogs are the best hot dogs.
I need you to know that 94% of the vote is for grilled. 6% of the people say boiled.
94% are sheep.
No.
Who have been told that that's how you're supposed to eat a hot dog and are not willing to accept the fact that a boiled hot dog has better flavor, better, it's easier to chew.
Oh. I need to break your heart.
Yeah, go ahead.
According
Yeah.
to a source on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Costco does not boil their hot dogs.
What?
They are steamed.
No. What?
I can't confirm it.
They steam their buns. Do they steam the dog?
I don't know. I don't work at Costco.
My argument goes all the way to Costco. All the way to the top.
No, like his argument is purely because he likes the boiled
Oh my gosh.
hot dogs from Costco.
Love me a Costco hot
somebody
dog.
has said that they're not even boiled.
What?
They're steamed.
I got a text saying Costco has the best hot dogs. We just kind of getting
Yeah,
text.
J-Dogs gets their hot dogs from Costco, and then they grill them.
Yeah, but they ruin them by grilling them.
Oh my gosh. 94% of people would agree with me.
This text says, is cooking the hot dog on the stovetop in a pan considered grilling it? No, no, that's frying it. Although I do like it that way too. I'll take it on a stovetop.
Okay.
I don't like the charcoal. I don't like
What about an air fryer? I've never tried it.
I'm willing to try it. You ever chop it up, throw it in some mac and cheese?
No, I'm not a monster.
Another text we had said, hot dogs should be pan fried in butter. See, there's another. We should have given more options.
No, because our debate is boiled versus grilled.
It's true.
But I need somebody to confirm that if Costco
I'm
steams
curious.
or boils.
Because I would change everything for me.
It really would for you.
And then I'm going to have to learn how to steam a hot dog.
Right.
Go to Instagram, get your vote in for the hot topic at Mix1051 Utah.
All right, in the 90s, we had a bunch of skills
Yeah.
that we just don't really use anymore. Like remembering phone numbers.
You know, it's so weird.
Like, I used to have to memorize phone numbers.
Yeah, and now I can't remember a phone number for the life of me.
No, like, I know by heart my dad's phone number, my mom's phone number.
Yeah.
I knew my ex-husband's phone number. I still know my ex-husband's phone number. But, like, that's it. I don't know anybody else's phone numbers. I don't know your phone number.
It just took me a second to remind myself what Jen's one was. Like, I don't use it often enough, and she changed it once we moved here, so it's not the one I had to memorize back in high school.
Yeah, but it's like, would you take the time now?
No.
To memorize somebody's phone number? And the answer is no.
No. Honestly, I see Chantel. She gives out the number 7 times a day on this show.
I have to have the phone number written down in front of me.
Looks at it.
If this is not in front of me, I don't know our phone number.
Right.
It's the craziest thing.
I know.
Okay. Giving the TV a little karate chop, maybe a little tap on the top to fix the reception.
Yeah. Little. It gets back into place. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
on the side. Sometimes it's on the top. Just depends on the day.
It depends on the day on the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, I do this constantly because of my headphones. But remember when you used to have to unknot curly telephone wires?
Yes.
And then you'd want to get all the curls facing the right way?
Oh.
Like, landlines are gone. Untangling cords.
Kids don't know what it's like.
Get it. Like, my headphones have a cord.
Right.
And a little curly cord. And they're, tangled up all the time. But, like, it used to be you'd sit at the phone while you're talking to your friend and you're untangling the cord.
Kids don't know what it's like to have a conversation with your friends in the living room.
With all your family around.
Yeah.
Like sitting at the kitchen counter.
Or calling a friend and hoping their parents don't answer so you don't have to have that awkward conversation.
Is Jessica there?
Right.
Okay. This is a skill I was so proud of. Wrapping textbooks with brown paper bags.
I couldn't do it. I was terrible at it.
Really?
I think actually
it's like wrapping a present.
I swear years ago you showed us how to do it as a radio, but we did like a video.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Like, kids don't wrap textbooks anymore, do they? Textbooks are online.
Why did we wrap them?
I think it was like to keep the covers nice, but
it never didn't work for mine.
Still got bent.
Right.
I'm not really sure.
And then we'd write what it was.
It was required at my school that your textbook be in a cover. If your textbook was not in a cover, you got fined.
Oh, wow.
Like
That's
$1,
hardcore.
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was terrible at it. Mine always tore and ripped, or I'd spill stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Well.
But what is a brown paper bag doing to protect a textbook? I used to make the spandexy ones and sell them in my locker in high school.
Of course you did.
I know.
Entrepreneur.
It's the beginning of Chantel Lauren.
Mm-hmm. You know what I was good at? I had a skill.
Oh yeah, what was your 90s skill?
I could put a blank tape in my stereo, and I could wait for the song to start that I've been wanting to record on my tape.
Oh yeah.
And I could hear that note and push record and get almost the entire song.
Before the DJ selfishly talked over it. I know.
Now I get it. The DJ just wants to talk.
Let the DJ
fly.
Out.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we got so many how did you tell your partner you're pregnant text. Do you want to hear a few more before we head out? I wrapped onesies in a Christmas box and tried to surprise my husband. His reaction wasn't what I expected. Happy, but not crazy excited. Found out later, he peeked and already knew what was in the boxes.
Oh. Cheater.
My brother announced their long-awaited pregnancy to the family by leaving a jar of Prego sauce on the counter. Again, it's too clever.
And nobody got it?
I'm not... we don't know, but I'm personally...
You would know. You'd never get it.
I'd been bugging my husband about getting a dog for a long time. I told him that this was the year we were going to have a dog, and then revealed that it would be a baby born in the year of the dog. So they got a dog because, that's kind of clever as well. All right, before we go, let's switch over to...
Things that make you go.
Things that make you go.
Things that make you go.
Oh. A fun fact to leave you with. Bubble wrap. You like bubble wrap?
Yeah, my kids love to pop it.
Pop. Side note. It's actually a form of meditation. It does the same thing for you. Popping bubble wrap.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to need a lot more bubble wrap.
Yeah. Bubble wrap was originally made to be 3D wallpaper. The people who invented it thought that it would be cool in a house.
What?
No one bought it.
Yeah.
But computers were starting to be shipped during that time, and they were looking for the best way to protect the computers in the mail. And that's how bubble wrap.
That's hilarious.
Do you do bubble in or bubble out?
Bubbles in.
Bubbles in.
Yeah.
That's the
appropriate
official
way.
appropriate way to do it. Yeah.
Oh.
That does it for us. Before you do anything, go to Instagram at Mix1051 Utah.
Vote.
Vote for our hot topic of the day.
I mean, I'm winning, obviously, because John's crazy.
Winning by a few votes, 1 or 2.
By like 92%, I am ahead.
Oh, you know what? I was just scrolling through a text. It says air fried hot dogs are so good. I will try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
I bet I'll like it more than a grill.
Okay.
Chantel, have a good day.
You too.